Yo guys, Spider-Bot here. We're continuing our little series on rape training in all the locations in Transit, Zombies Transit, Black Ops 2. So we started off with the bus depot. Now we're going to be running the tunnel. And the nice thing about the tunnel is that you've got this wide open space here on this side of the roadway inside the tunnel. And it's, I mean, you could run circles so easily down here. And I got some comments on the bus depot rape train video saying that, well, farm's probably the easiest. You can run circles out in front of the farm along the roadway. It's a big open area, and you know, I can tend to agree with that. But the other thing that you got to keep in mind, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad in the earlier rounds, but when you get up into high rounds, you need a location where you can easily get ammunition, and you can get ammunition that's going to, you know, probably want to build points. I mean, I'm always a point whore, right? And even if I'm running a circle and I'm using a weapon that's going to give me one-hit kill, I'd rather use a weapon that's going to build me points. So the M16, which leaves a little bit to be desired as it is, I mean, upgraded, this thing's beast. Upgraded, the M16 is fully automatic. You've got noob tubes on it as well. I mean, I actually haven't upgraded it in Black Ops 2, but at least the Black Ops version gave you noob tubes. I mean, they weren't, you know, it's not like it was upgraded noob tube. It was just regular noob tube, and at very high rounds, it's not going to be very effective. But still, the fact that it becomes a fully automatic weapon, it's available on the wall. You could run, you know, you could run the zombies in circles, and then you can go get ammo quite easily. Whereas, if you're looking at the farm, and we will be talking about that when we get to the farm for this series, but, I mean, the only thing there is the shotgun, the Remington 870, and, you know, it's not in a great place to be able to get it. I mean, you could get it by running through that barn, but, you know, again, it's not the best of weapons, in my opinion. But we'll see once we get to the farm. I mean, here you've got this wide open area. It's pretty easy to run circles. I mean, I never really ran into any trouble. I ran a few other rounds. I'm only going to show you 2 rounds, but I ran a few more rounds, and really it's of no consequence. It's pretty easy to run around in here. I'm going to skip to the next round here. And keep in mind that I'm doing all these. I'm running solo. Solo is going to be a lot more difficult than running co-op. And the reason being is that you've got all the zombies down here. I think there's still only 24. I thought the whole thing with Black Ops 2 was that there'd be more zombies on the map than in previous CODs. But you know, there's a limitation to the number of zombies, and when you're running solo, they're all going to be here. When you're running co-op, you know, there are fewer zombies. I mean, there are fewer zombies per person. Let's say you're not going to get. Let's say there are 24 zombies that spawn in solo. It's not like there's 96 zombies on the map when you're playing co-op. It's definitely not that way. I mean, there are far fewer than 96 zombies, which means that divided by 4, you're running you're running circles around far less than 24 zombies at a time, right? So it's a lot easier doing these strategies on co-op than it is in solo. But, you know, I want to show you the most difficult way, obviously, so that's why I'm doing it on solo. There's one that I actually do on co-op because I don't recommend doing it on solo, and that will be running by the pylon, the tower in the cornfield. I mean, you could run that co-op, but I really wouldn't suggest running it solo. And the reason why I'm showing all these positions, I mean, yeah, you might say the farm is the best place, but if you're running 4-player co-op, I mean, you need to look at 3 other spots. I don't like having, you know, especially when I'm playing, I don't like having other players in my location. You know, if I'm running the tunnel, I don't want another player in here because you end up getting messed up if you're not coordinating, and you end up crossing zombies, like crossing the streams in Ghostbusters, man. You never want to do that shit. You know? And it's the same thing with zombies. You never really want to cross your train of zombies because then you just get all messed up, and again, if you're particularly uncoordinated. So that's why I want to run, you know, show you each area, and at the same time, I mean, you might get stuck in a particular position. You might get, oh no, the zombie just died while you're in transit between from one place to another, and you have to stop at the tunnel and run a train. Well, hey, this is how you do it, and it's pretty easy. I mean, there are other places to do it in here as well, but that's by far, I think, in my opinion, the best place. Anyways, I'm Spider, and I'm out.